Okay, so we will continue with 1B, and that's present simple for intermediate level. So let's get started. So present simple, we use present simple for things we do every day or every week or every year, or which are generally true or always happen. So here we got everyday routine activities and something generally true or something always happen. When we talk about these things, we must use present simple. And how does it look like? We got this all table. We have got this table to explain present simple, how it looks like. So plus it means positive, minus it means negative, and question, this is how to make the question. So I usually work. So I work usually. So usually we call this frequency adverb. Yeah, adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency. Example, always, often, sometimes, usually, hardly, ever, never. We use them before the main verb in present simple. Before the main verb, guys. That's why usually. I usually work at home. If it's he, she, it, we add s to the main verb. So my brother works in the city center. Negative, we use don't for I, you, we, they, and we use doesn't for he, she, it. For example, my uncle, it will be he. My mother, it means she. My computer, it means it. Okay, so my parents don't live near here. My parents, it means they. So my parents don't live near here. It doesn't often rain here. If I want to make question for present simple, I must use do or does auxiliary verbs before the subject. For example, he is the subject here, and then here you is the subject. So I put do before the subject. Do you? And then main verb. Do you speak French? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Does he? Because he, we use does. Does he like pop music? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. So again, present simple. We use this tense when we want to talk about routine activities like every day, every week, every year, every month, or something generally true. For example, I am a teacher, or I live in England, or I am Egyptian, generally true. Something always happens. So I live in Istanbul, for example. All babies cry. All babies cry. Or the earth rotates around the sun. Around the sun. The earth rotates around the sun. This is generally true scientific facts. We use don't and doesn't in negative sentences and do and does in questions. Yes. And for he, she, it, as we can see, we add s or es. We add s or es. Work, works. Study, studies. As you can see, why we change to I, guys. Study, studies. Like he studies. As you can see, if the verb ends with ch, s, sh, or x, we need to add es. Like she finishes, he finishes. Go and do, as you can see, goes, he does. Have for he, she, it, we use has, guys. So the next thing to know about present simple is adverbs of frequency, as I said earlier. So we use adverbs of frequency with present simple to talk about routine activity, like always, often, sometimes, usually, hardly ever, never. Always, it means 100%. Never, it means 0%. Never happens. So often, sometimes, usually, hardly ever. It's between always and never. Adverbs of frequency, they come before the main verb, as we can see here, usually work, or it can come after be, like I am. Look at that. Am is are, is am is, it comes after them. Like I am never ill. Never is the frequency adverb. He is always late. If it's a main verb, go or study, as you can see, we're putting before it. Often and usually, they're coming before the main verb. So there are two positions, yeah? Two positions we should learn. Before the main verb, after be. When I say be, am is are. She is, as you can see, she is never ill. Right, point number two, expressions of frequency. Expressions of frequency, they are more than one word. For example, every day, once a week, once a month, every 2 months. These frequencies we put at the end of the sentence. Usually go at the end of the sentence. Like she gets up early every day. We have English classes twice a week. We're putting them at the end of the sentence, guys. So we're going to move to the next page to do exercise relating to 1B, guys. Here you go. This is 1B. Exercise A is asking us to write the sentence and questions with the present simple. Like this is a positive. He usually get up late. So he usually gets up late, because for he, we must add S here. Now, number one is question. Anna like music. So Anna is she. So for she, if I want to make question, I must use does. As you can see, he, she, it, we must use does. So it will be, does Anna like music? That's it. Does Anna like music? Number two is positive. So my sister have. My sister is she. My sister is she. So for she, we use has. As you can see, have, we use has for he, she, it. So my sister has a lot of hobbies. That's it. Number three is negative, minus. So I get on very well. Negative, I don't get on very well with my parents. I don't get on very well with my parents. I don't get on very well with my parents. Number four, it's a positive. My brother. So my brother is he. So my brother studies English at university. So my brother studies. So Y becomes I, and then ES. My brother studies English at university. That's it. Number five is negative. My neighbors. So my neighbors is plural. So it's a they. So for negative, for plural, as you can see, we use don't. So my neighbors don't have any children. Okay, we'll write it down. My neighbors don't have. My neighbors don't have any children. Number six is a question. What time the film start? So what time does the film? What time does the film start? What time does the film start? And then we got positive here. He go out twice a week. For he, we use goes, right? Go becomes goes. He, she, it. So he goes out twice a week. He goes out twice a week. Okay. So negative, we often talk about politics. So negative, we don't often talk. Often we use before the verb. So we don't often talk about politics. We don't often talk about politics. That's it. Number 9, question. So how often is the question word? So we're going to put them at the very beginning. How often? So you see, because of you, we say do. So how often do you see your brother? How often do you see your brother? 10, negative. Sally. So Sally is a she. So for she, we use doesn't, negative. So doesn't. Look, he, she, it, doesn't. So Sally doesn't go on Facebook very much. Sally doesn't go on Facebook very much. Sally doesn't go on Facebook very much. That's it. So A is done. Now we're moving to B part. So B basically is asking us to put them in the right order. Put the words in the correct order. Okay, so we can do that. Yes. So we're going to do it now. B, exercise B. So exercise B, number 1 here. Always before go, I, bed, 11, 2. So number 1 will be I always go to bed before 11. That's it. I always go to bed before 11. Okay. Number 2, ever. Her, Kate, sees family hardly. So Kate hardly ever sees her family. Let's do that. Kate hardly ever sees her family. That's it. Kate hardly ever sees her family. Number 3, Saturdays never shopping on go we. So that means we never go shopping on Saturdays. Right? Number 3, we never go shopping on Saturdays. Number 4, to I dentist's year go twice the. So we're going to start with I go to the dentist's twice a year. Okay, let's do that. I go to the dentist. I go to the dentist's twice a year. Okay, number 5. So we got here in, they, breakfast, sometimes, bed, have. So we're going to start with they sometimes have breakfast in bed. Okay, number 5. They sometimes have breakfast in bed. So we're going to put it just like that. That's it. Number 6. Usually car, they listen, the, in, radio too. So I usually listen to the radio in the car. We got to there. So in the car, it means in my car, obviously. 6. I usually listen to the radio in the car. That's it. 7. In day park every Alan that runs. So Alan runs in the park every day. 7. Alan runs in the park every day. Okay. Often late, Sam is work for. So Sam is often late for work, right? Sam is often late for work. Sam is often late for work. Great. Often John to go doesn't theater them. So John doesn't often go to the theater. Number 9. John doesn't often go to the theater. Okay, 10. Visit I once, my month, a mom. So I visit my mom once a month. I visit my mom once a month. I visit my mom once a month. That's it, guys. So we're going to stop here and we'll continue with 1C in the next video. Okay, thanks for your time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.